Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I'm Leanne, Winston, Psychic Medium, and thank you for joining in. I can already see that we have some comments here in the dashboard in the back end here as well. So I hope you guys have had a really lovely day, a lovely week. I can't believe it's Wednesday already. For those here in South Australia will know that we had a public holiday on Monday for the Adelaide Cup, so the week has gone really quickly. Mind you, it's been really crazy energy, and I think we need to stop and remind ourselves of what is going on in the energy at the moment. So, as you've probably heard me talk about on other shows with Roz and Yvonne last night, we talked about the Mercury retrograde and how that affects us and stuff like that. So, I want to say, look at what is going on around you at the moment and just allow the energy to flow. Don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught up in the heightened energy, because it is really heightened in communication at the moment. So in saying that, you may find that communication isn't getting across in the way it needs to, or it might be more, people might be a little bit more reactive or whatever. Technology, the communication through technology, and technology being an issue at times as well. And also the spiritual sort of side of things, spirit in the way it's coming through can be quite heightened. So if you're somebody that does pick up on it, or will sort of sense things at times, you might be finding that you're seeing or getting things a little bit differently, like the flashes out the corner of the eye in your peripheral vision and different things like that currently. So I want to say, just acknowledge this stuff, and as it's coming up, breathe, allow the energy to flow, and just go with it, because it's only another week or two. I think it's about a week and a half roughly that we are sitting in the retrograde, and then we have the cleansing week after that. So it is important to know a lot of the stuff that we are feeling personally, and for those that are intuitive and very sensitive, will be feeling that universal. You may be feeling tired and not sleeping properly and different stuff like that, because I know we've got a solar storm happening, I'm pretty sure at the moment, or is about to happen. I haven't read much information up on that at the moment, but I do know that is about to approach, or we are having that currently. So Lily is just saying, good evening, darling. Hi, honey, how are you? Angel Y is just saying, true, excellent. And we've got a couple of other comments there that I will come back, that people have posted a little bit earlier as well. So I just want to do the hellos as well. We've got Steph saying, hi, Leanne, hope your day has been well. It has, honey, thank you. It's been a bit crazy. I managed to get my nails refilled, which was a good thing, but it had to be done in 2 stages as we ran out of time. So it was like, stop halfway through, go and do what I needed to do, and come back and get the rest finished. So my gorgeous friend that does my nails, her and I just sit there and laugh at each other and go, really? So, yeah, so it was a bit crazy. Well, I might start with some questions. First of all, before I do that, I'd just like to ask you to hit the share button, invite your friends and family to join in. If you know somebody that might be interested in these videos or any of the other videos I do, please feel free to tag them in it. Now, to tag them, if they're not following or liked my page already, you got to hit the @ symbol and then type their name. That way it will highlight. Now, remember, we are on mytimetv.live, and if you are watching from Leanne Winston Psychic Medium or any of the other pages that is cross-posted, you do need to jump over here onto mytimetv.live and click the link in the post and the details above this video, which will bring you to the broadcast here where you can comment, and then I can see your comments in the background as well, so then I can bring them up on screen in that way. Okay, now I do ask people to be patient, because throughout the show I can get anywhere, I think one of my higher shows I've had about 800-900 comments in that hour. Okay, so Spirit does draw me to different comments on the page, and I don't intentionally skip over people. So if your comment does get missed, please And do put it up again, because you'll get the more chance that I will see it, depending on how we're going for time in that sense. Or please feel free just to jump onto one of my other shows and ask those questions as well. But I do ask people not to send me private inboxes to my Leanne Winston Psychic Medium show page, unless you're wanting to make a booking, because what happens is that page becomes flooded with people wanting free readings. Now, this is what these shows are designed to. I think I'm doing 3 or 4 hours a week of these free giveaway mini questions sort of thing in that sense. So, and then when my page is flooded with all the comments in the background, it does make it hard to see those ones for the clients that have booked that are still needing a little bit of information with that. So I just ask you to respect that in that sense as well. And like I said, share away, hit the share and invite your friends and family to join in. Another thing you can do is also put hashtag and let me know where you're from, because this show does go worldwide. We are going out onto the Binge Network, and I just want to say hello to everybody that is joining in and watching at a later time on the Binge Network. All right, so I will just actually put my page Facebook link up there. This cat and I are going to have a serious talk. My daughter has just gone and got him out of my reading room, because the moment I was going to come live, he decides he wants to come in here and he wants to talk, and there must be something in this, because he doesn't come near me any other time. We did border off the passageway, so he couldn't get through, and he's obviously got around the screen one way or another. So you'll have to excuse the cat in the background carrying on. That is Dobby, our rescue cat. Now, my website, if anybody wants to check it out, is leannewinstonspsychicmedium.com, and I will also put my Facebook page up there that you can feel free to click on as well. All right. And if you're not on my Facebook page already, hit the like button or the follow button, and preferably the like button. That way you see everything else that is coming up, or as things get posted as well, because all these live shows, whether I'm live on my page or I'm on my Time TV, will come to this area here as well. If he keeps going, I'm going to have to turn around and let him out the door behind me in a minute. We'll see how we go. All right, so just one other thing before I do jump into questions. Please try to keep your questions more to a direct point so I can get to more of you, and try to keep them on the smaller side, because as they come up on the page, if it's too much information, it's too much. The whole screen gets covered with that. So I would really appreciate if you can just sort of be direct to the point, ask one question, so I'm not going over the same people, because I do keep in mind who I've answered questions for, and I try to grab other people that I haven't touched base with in this show itself, as in this broadcast. All right, so the lucky first one up that I know, looking at the timestamp, has got on here around 5:30 and put her question up so she didn't miss out. So thank you, Dana. And so Danny, not Dana, I don't know where I was getting Dana from then. That is another client. Danny, she says, "Hi, Leanne. I'm hoping you could tell me if there are any messages from my Nana, please, and thank you." All right, honey, straight away, I do get the throat chakra with your grandmother. So I do feel there were other things that she couldn't say, or that she was unable to say near the end, or may not have been heard. I just get very drawn to the chest, the heart area. So I do feel like her body had shut down prior, or in the lead up to her passing. I don't get like I'm looking at one in particular thing with her illness. I just feel like the organs shut down, so to speak, and her focus was on her heart in that way. I get a very loving, caring, nurturing sort of person with your grandmother. I get the hand on the heart, which is my sign for love and pride, that comes through. I do feel there is a little bit of a cheekiness to her as well, and that whether you feel that cheekiness around you at times, or you feel her arms going around you, I just get she lets you know that she's very much around you. Now, I want to say, look at where you need to speak up at the moment, because I feel with your energy, I've got the blocked throat chakra as well there. So whether you just feel that you, excuse me, whether you're feeling you need to sort of speak up a little bit or have your say or be heard on a certain subject, I just get it's time to voice your opinion a little bit. So you may be somebody, I'm not saying you are, but I just feel that you may be somebody that will step away from conflict a little bit at times. Not always with everybody, but with certain people. So I just get the reference to stand your ground, say your piece and let it be and move on from there, okay? I also feel like I've got travel coming up around you. So whether you're needing to travel, plan another travel. Now, I know you haven't long got back from one, but I just feel like I need to be focusing on some more travel and the planning around that. So can I leave you with her love, please? No, she's very much at peace. She's very much around you. I also need to acknowledge the month of August, or the number 8, all right? Because I just get the reference to, I feel like I've got celebration around August, the birthday, so to speak, or the 8th of the month with okay, so can I leave you with that? Thanks, hun. Now, Kim is another one that has got in earlier as well. So thank you, ladies. She's just saying, hi, Leanne. Would like to know if the children's dad will ever change and if my children and I are safe, or has he plans to harm us? Thank you. Okay, that's a pretty heavy one. I get you need to trust your gut instincts. Now, honey, my feeling is when reading your comment, my heart sunk. So I don't know if you are on edge constantly and alert of what is going on. I just get the feeling that you're very heightened at the moment, sort of thing, with your energy as well. Now, part of this could also be part of the universal energy that has stepped things up a little bit. I do feel there has been slight change with that. I do feel that I'm not getting reason to feel that you are in harm's way, but at the same time, I do feel that you need to protect your energy, if that makes sense. Okay. So currently, the way things are, I don't feel that you are in danger, but at the same time, I do feel that you need to take cautions to protect yourself, because he can flick a switch is the reference that Spirit gets. So I want to say he can go from being okay to very heightened very quickly. And it's like, I want to say it's two different people is the feeling that I get with him. I want to say he's one person, but it's like two different personalities. Now, the tiniest little thing can set him off in that way. If you are feeling threatened, honey, please reach out for help from the professionals as well, in the way of the police and whatever else it is that you need to do. So I wish you all the very best, and I send you love and healing with that as well, because I do feel that you are going to be able to move forward and focus on life and be happy once again. All right. So we've got Holly is just saying, hi, Leanne, can you please get a general reading? Would love info from a past loved one. And guys, if you can make it pretty much more straight to the point sort of thing. I will touch on loved ones. Honey, I feel like you've got a few around you. I actually feel like I've got 3 people, 2 women and a grandfather figure around you. The grandfather figure comes through as a very strong energy, and I want to kind of say he did have a bit of a fathering role in your life or around you at that time when he was alive as well. Like I said, I do feel there's a bit of a stronger energy. And I just get the reference to the stubbornness that sort of comes through with him in the way he presents himself to me. Now, I've got one of the ladies is actually giving me a beautiful warm smile. And I want to say Nana or Nonna with that. So I don't know if you would make reference to this woman as your Nana or Nonna. I wanted to say Nana, but then I felt like I needed to change it a little bit to a very similar sounding name. I do sense this is more on mum's side of the family, and I actually get the reference to the cooking. So I feel like I've got the biscuits that are being made with icing sugar sprinkled on them. Okay. I also get reference to there is a baby there in spirit that with her that that didn't come to term. Now, in saying that, when they give me that sign, it covers miscarriage, a child that didn't quite come to full term, like full pregnancy and miscarried in the later side of stuff, or a child that was stillborn is the way that Spirit will give me that sign. I do feel that it's a little boy in spirit with them in that way. So I'm not sure who around you has had the miscarriage. I actually feel like it's on an older generation with that side of it. And once again, I feel like I need to go mum's side of the family with that. All right. So please know there's a lot of love and there's a lot of support. There's a lot of pride that comes in around you. And I just feel that you're not alone. So I hope that makes sense to you, that last part of that comment as well. Lily is just saying, great, thank you, honey. Hope you've been well and smiling. I have, thank you, honey. And I hope you've had a lovely day as well. So wonderful. I'm just flicking through because I want to try to get as many of you as possible, so I'm just sort of really clicking. Carol says, I've been bloody exhausted. It explains it. It does. The universe is pulling on this energy, and I think we need to stop and take care of ourselves. I know for me, I'm finding I'm getting more tired than normal. I'm having my moments where I stop and everything catches up. So I want to say we do need to give back to ourselves. Steph is just saying, pampering yourself makes you feel so much refreshed. It does. It was lovely to have my nails done. I feel more normal now, or more human, I should say, not having broken nails and stuff. When I seem to break one, I seem to break a few at a time. So, okay. I am going to skip past those more general comments where people are just wanting more open-ended ones or guidance in that sense. If we can sort of hone it in a little bit, that way I can get to more of you. And don't forget to hit the share button and invite your friends and family to join in as well. Belle, hey honey, she says, hi lovely, I've just been seeing a ton of butterflies lately, just wondering if there's someone around me to take notice. Yes, okay. I get the beautiful gentleman with him, with you, a very loving gentleman. And I do feel the way he's presenting himself to me, he's past his an older age and he is quite frail. For some reason, I feel like his spine arches back in the way that he stands, because he's making me feel like he stands straight, but from mid-stomach to the waist, it sort of hollows back, and I just get the shoulders sort of slumped forward with this gentleman. And I do want to say a very proud gentleman around him. I do feel like I'm more on Dad's side of the family with this side with it. He's very thin in the way that he presents himself. So I want to say I actually feel like I've got a smoker and a smoker's cough, but whether he gave up smoking prior to his passing and was left with the cough, I just get he has lost weight and he become more sort of skin and bone in that side of it. I do get a very grateful feeling with this gentleman around you as well. For some reason, I'm going to lift the hat at you. So whether he would wear a hat and would tip it at you, or you have just done something that it needs the tipping the hat, the gratefulness, the gratitude that comes through with that side of it. So, sorry, Bo, I forgot to click on your question. I actually, honey, feel like you're quite intuitive yourself. So I want to say listen to your intuition. Maybe look at exploring your intuition if you keep getting that push to find out more, so to speak. All right. So I do feel that gentleman's around you. Butterflies are quite often very much a sign from spirit, okay? I had butterflies today when I sent a friend off, standing out there talking and saying goodbye. There was two beautiful ones. Now, they weren't just your standard butterflies. They were your very beautiful, rich coloured butterflies that aren't, just the normal white ones or the orange and black sort of butterflies that we would normally get, okay? Renee is just saying hi. Hi, honey. I hope you're well. And Caitlin, I just want to say hi, hun, but you're just asking for a general reading. So if you can maybe ask more of a direct question, that would be good. Thank you. Nellie just says, will my situation get better in the next couple of months? Yes, honey. I also get the reference to you can't hold on to the energy. You just need to let it go. So I hope that makes sense with that. We can choose to be stuck on energy and issues and problems and put all our energy into that. But I choose to acknowledge those things that come up when they come up, put it in a place, whether I have my own way of doing it or whatnot, and move forward for it. Put it behind us. Don't let things hold us back. So, Natalie, just in that situation, in your situation, I do feel like it's more about putting this all behind you and starting to focus on those things that you want, what you're working towards. All right. So, I wish you all the best with that. Natasha, hi, honey. I cannot say thank you enough, feeling a little better, knowing all is good. Oh, hun, just find that peace in your heart. She is very much at rest, honey, and I thank you for your beautiful message as well. I love the fact that you're watching. Lily's just letting me know she has shared. I love the hearts, honey. Guys, hit, click the wrong button. Hit the heart button on Facebook where you're watching now and share the love, because it's not just about me. I look at it as we're sharing the love in general with everybody. And if we can share the love and focus on the positive, it makes the world such a better place. All right. So thank you, Lily, for your love. Natasha is from Bendigo, and it's a bit cooler there, or a lot cooler. Wonderful, because I know you guys were getting a bit hot. So we have Angeli from Bethlehem. Oh, wow. Pennsylvania. Hi, honey. It's good that you guys are all joining in on the other side of the world. And that's the thing I love about the Facebook and the Binge Network, with the opportunities to take things worldwide, so we're not limited. And the more that we can spread the love and the light, I think that it overrules the darkness in life and the negativity. So I want to say, if you find yourself being in a negative mindset, please acknowledge it. Give gratitude for the thought and let it go, and replace it with something a little bit more positive. And because you will find the more you focus on the positive, the love, the light, so to speak, the more that energy is going to come in at the same time. All right. So it's just something to think about. Hey, Kel. Hi, lovely. Will I get help for more daughter and family? Get some respite and a bit of a social lifetime anytime soon. Sorry, darling, I got stuck on that. Yes, I do feel there's a hold up. There's a block at the moment with that, though. So to me, it's the feeling you need to stamp your foot, you need to make some noise, and you need to be heard to make this happen. So whether it's more about you just become a case note, so to speak, and things get pushed under the pile of paperwork, I just keep at it, keep pushing, be heard, stamp your foot, make yourself known, so to speak, and you will get that. And I do feel that you will find a good balance. I want to say 2 on, 2 off. So whether it's 2 weeks, every 2 weeks that you get that respite, I just feel like I've got 2 on, 2 off, if that makes sense to you. I'm not sure how the system works. I haven't had to really deal with respite before, but I just hear 2 on, 2 off. Okay, I feel like I'm putting it on a scale, so to speak, in the way that they document things. All right. Kelly, yeah, the pussycat. That was Dobby. He is a naughty boy. Okay. I actually called my daughter about 2 minutes before I went live and said, come and get Dobby, please. And he's sitting there looking at me, meowing, carrying on. And she came and picked him up, and she says, Dobby, Mum's busy. What are you doing? He just looked at her, rolled his head and went, meow. And it was so funny. And she looked at me going, how can you turn that away? And I'm just like, don't start. Take him to your bedroom. Have cuddles. He'll be happy. So he does have an attitude, that cat. I love him to death. But, oh, my God, he keeps us on our toes sometimes. He forgets he's a cat. I actually think he's a dog sometimes, or he thinks he is. He has a very, very much a love affair with the Golden Labrador. So wherever the dog normally is, he is wanting to be there. If the dog's outside, he will carry on at the door and jump and swipe at the handle like he's trying to open the door to let the dog in. So, hey, Trina, hope you're well. Cambella Boulder, thank you for sharing, darling. I really do appreciate that. Now, I'm not sure who called you darling, but I felt like I had an older grandmother figure, a wiser energy that comes through that I will usually use hun. I call everybody hun, but I got darling with that. So I just need to acknowledge that for you, Trina. Okay. Narelle's just saying, hi, will I ever bond with my two oldest grandchildren, please? Yeah, honey, I feel like I've got young adults around that though, hun. So to me, I do feel that time will come, but it's also the feeling they will reach out to you because I do feel you've done everything you possibly can to make that happen, but the walls have been there, being put up to block you from that. Okay. Stacey, I don't think I've done your question tonight. Shared from Melbourne. Hi, Leanne. Just wanting to see if there is anything from my nan that has passed, please. Whew, okay. All right. I get the smile and I just don't know where to start with her. She's a gorgeous energy. So would I be right in saying, honey, you could walk in the room and she would just light up. I just feel like with her energy, I'm speechless type of thing of how to put words to the emotions that I am physically feeling in my body with her energy. I get the pride, the love, the gratitude that comes through from her. And I just feel like she could sit in a room, see you walk in, her eyes would light up. And the chatter, I feel like she could talk nonstop sort of thing, but she was always very interesting to listen to in what she had to say at the same time. You sense her around you. I want to say more so lately. So I want to say you go through patterns where you sense her energy and then there's times that you don't and then you realize how much you haven't felt her and then all of a sudden something will happen and she's back there again. Okay, she pops in when she needs to. She knows how much you miss her and I actually feel like you will get into thought of her and all of a sudden a tear will flow down the side of your face just with that emotion of how much you do miss her at times. So please know she knows how much you miss her. She is very much around you. She wipes away that odd tear and I'm going to say those thoughts, those memories that you get out of nowhere of her is her energy, her soul with you at that very time. You're very much like your nana in ways, all right? So she just makes me feel like yourself and your nan are very similar. Okay, so I send you big love and big hugs for her. Okay, Shani, are there any messages, please, from my loved ones? Honey, can you ask more of a direct question, please, as I want to try to get to more of you. Okay, Devonport, Tasmania. Thanks, Narelle. Lovely to see you on here, hun. Now I'm just skipping past a couple of these because I have answered the questions already. And if you haven't seen your answer, maybe you need to go back and watch the replay as well. Cool. I've got a funny feeling I answered yours, so maybe just guys keep in mind I'm up to 20 hours 40 minutes on the comments. There is a bit of a delay and there is something like nearly 70 something comments here at the moment, so it might just take a little bit for me to get to your message as well. Okay, shall we? Hey honey, hi, I love the heart, hun. Leanne, hope you are well. May I have some advice on my love relationship, and do you see a change in job career anytime soon? Much love. Okay, I'm going to start with the career, honey. I hear October around that. So I do feel there is a change coming in career, but I feel like I'm being put into the new position and settling in or settled in October around that. I just feel October is a very strong month around you. Now, I don't know if you get the kink to the neck or it's about posture. I just get the tightness of the muscles, the shoulder area with you as well. So I just want to say, watch your posture, and maybe a little bit of maintaining around the neck area is in need as well, hun. Okay. Relationship, I get communication lines. Open up the communication lines. So whether you just sort of feel like there's a bit of a hurdle at times in relationship with communication, I just get focus on that. Okay. Remember, this energy is in heightened at the moment. We are in Mercury retrograde, which is all to do with communication technology and spiritual connections and that sort of side of it. So just remember, be patient, open yourself up, communicate, and what you put out is will come back in abundance with that. Okay, so I wish you all the very best. Kirsty, hi Leanne, do you see me being truly happy this year and any luck on finding Mr. Right? Hun, get out, enjoy life, put yourself out there and just have a ball. Let that inner child come out to play, so to speak. And when you do that, you're going to find love will find you. All right. So I do feel that I am drawn to it being in the focus of this year with that. Okay. So I wish you all the very best with that. You're just saying thank you for sharing your gift. Oh, it is my pleasure, honey. You are very welcome. Okay. Brooklyn, if you can ask more of a direct question, honey. I'm trying to focus on the more direct ones. And if you've already asked a question, please try to restrain from asking another one or save your next question for the next show. Okay. Carly says, hi, Leanne. Does my mum have any messages for me? I felt like she's been trying to make me aware of something. Honey, where's the ring? When I'm reading that, sorry, I haven't even put your question up. I need to acknowledge the ring. Okay, so I don't know if you have mum's wedding ring or wedding engagement band. I just get the reference to look at where the ring or the piece of jewelry is with that side of it. Okay, she's very much around you and your family, and I get the pride, the love that comes through with her as well. I don't know if you guys have lost somebody just recently or know of somebody that is connected to the family somehow that has just passed, because she just gives me the sad emotions of hearing the news of somebody that has passed recently. So maybe in the last 6 months is the feeling. I want to go no more than 6 months with that. I don't think it's directly close. I actually feel like it's a little bit in the outer ring of the family makeup. With that side of it. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. Nita, yes. May, I hear May around you, honey. Thank you, Julie. I am having a lovely day, and I hope you are too, honey. Thank you. I'm just sort of looking for names that. Mum. Okay, Sandra. Hey, sweetheart. I hope you're well. Hi, Leanne. My mum has been feeling dizzy lately, and the doctor is trying different things. Do you see anything, please? And thank you. Okay. All right. I'm actually drawn to her inner ear. Now, I don't want to say it's vertigo, but I also want to say look at the medication that she is on. So whether something is clashing or her body is rejecting that medication, I would maybe look at having the doctors do an overview of the medications that she's on. My feeling is it's something that is clashing or not working with another tablet that is causing the side effect, but it's causing it within the inner ear area. Okay. Philip just said, make sure you hold on to her as she stands up. sort of thing. So as you're lifting her, make sure you've got that good balance too, honey. All right, because I do feel that it hits her quite quickly. Sending you love and healing to mum as well, hun. Okay, thank you, Julie. She's just tagging some friends there as well. Do I see any baby news for me coming up? I get yes this year, hun, and you are from New Zealand as well. Okay, thanks for sharing. Honey, I don't know that I want to put the baby news around August, but I do feel there is big news around you in August. So I want to say look at what comes up in that way. Okay. Okay, Brooklyn. Do I have somebody with me? I feel like I'm being watched sometimes now. That's your intuition, honey. You need to trust that. You get that information for a reason, okay? My feeling is you are picking up on spirit. And I don't just feel like it's anyone in general. So to me, it's, sorry, I don't feel like it's anybody specific. It's somebody in general. So I want to say more around the home is the feeling that I'm feeling it. So maybe cleanse your home. Now, when you do that, make sure you open up all your windows and your doors. When I do it, I go around and I make sure I get up in all the corners and I say it for love. Out of love, I'm doing this out of love. I say it in my mind, I'm doing this out of love. Anything that's not meant to be here can now please move on. And I see it moving out of the house in my mind, all right? And I just give gratitude. And when I finish it off, I just thank the universe for what it has brought through and bring love and peace to this home, okay? So that's just the way I'll do it. But I want to say, yeah, your intuition is picking up on something. It's about trusting it, okay? Leanne says, I have doves. They follow me everywhere and are usually like checkpoints. Beautiful. Excellent. I just love the birds, the doves side of it. So, Natalie, I just think of all the beautiful feathers that you would find on the ground, honey, too. Natalie just says, thank you. You are very welcome. Belle saying, thank you, lovely. I do want to explore the intuition side, just not sure where to start. Start by reading books, honey. Do workshops wherever you're drawn. For those that are in the Adelaide area or can travel to Adelaide, I am running a 2-day in-class workshop in North Adelaide on the 6th and the 7th of April. So this is a beginners to mid-level. So if you've had no experience to a little bit of experience and want to understand things, learn your protection, your grounding and all that stuff, this workshop is really designed for you on that level. Now, like I said, that's April the 6th and 7th, and that workshop is filling up quite quickly. I think we're nearly close to half full in bookings with that. And if you are interested in that workshop, I've been able to do a deal with the venue that has accommodation there, and they are giving overnight packages with a free breakfast included. So whether you want to stay one night or two, you can stay right there at that venue and have everything very close to you, so you don't need to go anywhere with that as well. So if you're interested in that workshop, certainly inbox me. Otherwise, you can go onto my website. In the calendars, the information is there and the booking link. Or you can go onto my Facebook page, Leanne Winston, psychicmedium.com. Leanne Winston Psychic Medium is my Facebook. The Facebook web address, the Facebook address is going across the screen now, and find out the information there in the events area as well with that. So if you have any questions, please inbox me. I am looking at probably May or June of putting one online, a beginner's class as well. And then in June, I think it's June or July, I'm going to be running an advanced class that will be a little bit online and 2 days in the workshop as well, in a live workshop. So like I said, if you're interested, please let me know. I want to say, if you're not drawn to me to learn from as a mentor, please look around and look at who you are drawn to. Trust your gut instincts. I believe that mediums or mentors shouldn't push themselves on you. So go with who you're drawn to. Okay. And I've got to say this, I'm the sort of mentor that I believe in the way I work. We all work differently. I know there's teachers out there that have very strict guidelines, and you've got to work within those guidelines. Okay. And some of my mentors were like that. But for me, I look at it, we all work very differently. What is right for one might not be right for another. But at the same time, I don't think it matters how we work. It's about the messages that get across, the accuracy of it, and that we are serving justice in what we are doing and coming from the love, the light sort of side of it. Okay, so my job as a mentor, I see it to be there to be supportive and to help you on your journey, but to help give you the tools to help you work out how you work. So together, I can show you all these different tools, and we can break it down to how you work, how you get your information. So you'll walk away feeling stronger in the connection that you make, more grounded and more at peace in the way that you get your information as well with that side of it. Okay. And it's like anything, it takes practice. All right. So I'm not going to sit there and say, you've got to do it this way, you've got to do it that way. And I also like to think with my students that I am always there. And you'll find some of my students online and on my comments and stuff, that just because that class is finished doesn't mean that my support finishes with them. They quite often come back, ask questions. I have a Facebook page for my students. It's a closed, safe environment that they communicate together, ask questions and different stuff like that as well. Okay, so I know we're sort of, Steph, I'm pretty sure, honey, I answered your question. Hello. Okay. Beautiful. Holly's just tagging some other people in it as well. So, hey, Rachel, hope you're well. Okay, Shani, any thoughts on the spirit I share my new home with, please? I get connected to the ground, darling, with that one. Okay. I don't feel that it's harmful in any way. I do feel that it's more of a playful energy with that side of it. So I want to say that that energy has been there for quite a while with that, but I do feel very much connected to the ground with that side of it. I want to say, if it worries you, honey, put crystals around your house, do the smudging as I spoke about earlier. Just make sure you open up all your windows and doors to let the energy out. Okay, but I get male energy around that. Rachel, yes. Before I even read your question, sorry, hun. Hi, Leanne. Sorry, I got the wrong one. Hi, Leanne. Do you see moving forward in the current relationship? Yes, honey, I do, hun. All right. Whoops. Double clicked and I started to read this one as well. Tracy, hi, Leanne. My mother is unwell. Can you tell me what her future holds? Thank you. I don't know why I took that down. Okay. Honey, I do feel that you're not getting the answers that you need at the moment. So whether you need to ask questions or you need to push for more testing, I actually feel like I'm looking around her lungs, her heart area at the moment as well. So whether there's a bit of fluid on her lungs, I just feel like I've got the pressure around the lung side of it. Okay. Mama is a fighter. Okay, she will hold it in there is the feeling I get with that. She's not ready to go anywhere anytime soon. All right. I don't know if she's losing weight, but I do feel that I'm looking at her body letting go of the weight, so to speak. All right. And so I send you lots of love and the strength, and I send lots of love and healing to Mama as well, honey. Okay. Sandra just says, thank you. You were spot on as always. Yes, she's especially needs help when she stands. Okay. Because, honey, I just felt like, Philip, I wanted to make you the next couple of questions up. It says, thank you, Philip. Beautiful. I just get the reference to Philip, wanted to make you aware of that as well. Okay. Okay, I'm just looking for names that I haven't read for today. Sam says, hello from Rockhampton, Queensland. Hey, honey, I bet it's warm up there. Can you pick up anything from my dad, please? Now, would I be right in saying Dad was a man that was very quietish? Would sort of be a little bit reserved at times, but there was a lot of love and there was a lot of pride that comes through. I just sort of feel like he sits back and he watches what's going on, takes it all in, and when he needs to, he'll speak up and put his comments in to the conversation, so to speak. All right. I do feel that his body let him down, but his mind was very sharp. Okay. I get the reference to very much at peace, very much around you. Now, I don't know who carries around the photo or who moved the photo of Dad, but I just get the reference to him being aware of that. Okay, so I'll leave you with his love and know that he is around. I don't know what September means to you, but he just threw September to me as a month. So if it's a birthday or an anniversary, I need to acknowledge the celebration, whether it's for yourself or it was around him. Okay, so I'll leave you with that, hun. Rachel's just saying thank you. Paula says, do you see anything for my health or somebody past watching over me? Honey, I want, thank you, Leanne. You're welcome, hun. I want to say, look at what's sitting in your aura, okay? Because I feel like you're holding on to heavy energy in your aura that is manifesting and taking, putting pressure on your body at the same time. So I'm going to say maybe look at having a healing or a cleanse. Meditate. You can clear your aura yourself, honey. Even keep crystals close by, things like that. Sage your aura, sage around you to move that stuff. Okay. When you let go of that, I get the reference to that's where things will start to improve. Okay. Okay. AJ, Katie, honey, just reading your comments straight away, I got love that comes through. Okay, so I do feel there is a lot of pride, a lot of love that comes through. I'm not sure if Nana would keep the old hankies or if it was your dad, but I just see the old material hankies around you with that as well. Okay, no, Dad is very proud. All right, I kind of feel like everything happens so quick with Dad. There's frustration around that side of things as well. So whether Dad was here one moment and gone the next type of thing, or he was unwell, but he deteriorated really quickly. He just makes me feel like his passing was a bit of a blur in that way as well. Okay, so I just need to acknowledge their love and being very much around you at the same time. All right, you're never alone. I hope that makes sense to you, but that's just what I got left with, and I got the kiss to the cheeks. I don't know if you feel Dad giving you that peck on the cheek at times. I just get the peck. All right. Paula says, thank you, Leanne. So true. I love the butterflies. Wonderful. Thank you, honey, for your feedback. I do appreciate it. Sam just says, yes, thank you. The photo keeps falling down, and it's the one that falls down off my bookshelf. I keep talking to it. The photo's same. Why do you fall down? It's his way, honey, of letting you know that he is there. I was trying to read your message and he was laughing. I actually feel he cracks himself up laughing for the way that Dad would. That he is doing this. He knows that you keep picking it up. You keep doing the same thing over and over. But I just feel like he's playing games with you. It's his cheeky way of letting you know that he is physically very much around you in that way. The laughter, the pride. I get the feeling Dad could start laughing at things. He'd get ideas in his head or something would pop up and he'd just laugh and just keep laughing. All right. And so Keita says, is there any messages from my nan? Whoops, sorry, darling, I double clicked that when I shouldn't have. Okay, honey. I actually feel your nan was a very gentle, quiet soul. I just feel like she's sitting back. She's making her presence known. Now, I don't know if she would sit and sort of slump down in the chair where she'd sort of roll over a little bit, but couldn't pull herself up at times. I do feel that her health was up and down prior to her passing. So whether she would go through periods where she wasn't too bad, then all of a sudden she'd deteriorate, she'd pull through, she'd be okay for a while and then deteriorate again. I just get the up and the down, the roller coaster with her health with that side of it. Now, I don't know if she would do something with her lip, but I just feel like I need to roll my lip at times. So whether she would get a bit dry around the lips yeah, I just feel dry is probably the word. And I just feel like I'm frustrated. I don't know what words to put to the feelings, so to speak. So I want to say quite often she would get a little bit frustrated in her own head in that way. All right. So can I please leave you with her love? Know that she is very much around. I don't know why the whole time I was talking about your nan that I had to have my hand on my hip. So I don't know if that's something she would do. It's sort of lean back in the chair with her hand on her hip. But for some reason, I just found myself doing that. All right. AJ says it sounds like Dad. He is really cheeky, honey. I just get that very loving person around you. Sam is saying, oh, that's my man. Very cheeky, laugh out loud. I love it. Beautiful. And see, that is the thing, guys. Just because we physically can't see the vessel, what I call the vessel, the shell, the body anymore, doesn't mean that they aren't around you. Their soul is with you. So if you find that you're having thoughts, you're having feelings or memories that pop in out of nowhere of a loved one that is passed over, that is very much their soul with you at that very time. So I want to say, just acknowledge it. Give gratitude. Allow yourself to feel their energy, their love. Because when we clear our head and monkey mind, what I call the monkey mind, so to speak, you will find that information will come in. You will feel their energy. You will get the messages. Now, I always say on the basic side of stuff, trust what you feel, you think, you see, you hear, you know, because that is basically, in layman's terms, how spirit will communicate with you. All right. Some of us are empaths. We feel it within our bodies. We can feel people's pain, their emotions, and that side of it. So I want to say, whatever you feel, you pick up, you sense in all those senses that I mentioned, trust it. Don't get in your own head. Don't block it. Just acknowledge it. All right. So, guys, can I also ask you, just before I go on a little bit more with questions, because I know we are getting to the end of the show, please hit the share button. Invite your friends and family. Post these videos on your page, share it to your timeline, allowing others to see this and help me spread the message, because I really do appreciate your help in helping me get out there more and reach those people that are needed. And, you know, if somebody takes a message out of this, or you walk away receiving a message from your loved one and you feel more at peace and, know that they're okay, my job's done. Okay, I'm just the communicator in the middle. I can't control the information that comes through. I can only deliver it to you as they give it to me. All right. So in saying that, let's jump into some more questions. Macaulay, sorry, darling, if I've said your name wrong. Hi, Leanne. Just wondering if there is any messages from my brother and Nan. Now, would Nan call you darling, hun? All right. As I said earlier, I am somebody that uses word hun a lot. I don't normally call people by other names, sort of thing, than barn hun. So I just get the reference to darling in that sense. I want to say your grandmother, your Nan would call you darling. I get a very excuse me, I get a very loving energy that comes through with her. But what was going on in her throat, her chest area? Because all of a sudden I feel the need, like I'm focusing on clearing my throat or having trouble swallowing at times. I want to say she can talk, hun. She could talk if she needed to. Okay. So I don't know if she would do little things to clear her throat at times. I just feel that she struggled with that. I'm not necessarily so much drawn to the throat chakra as in communication. I actually feel like I'm in the throat area with that. Sorry. But I do get the hand on the heart as well, which is my sign for love and pride for yourself. So I want to say there is a lot of that comes in. Now, they are together is the reference that I get. So would I be right in saying your brother passed rather suddenly here one moment and gone the next? Because I just feel like it was like a whirlwind in the way the energy moved through, the way he shows me he was taken in that way. Okay. I get unanswered questions around his passing. So whether it's in the way he passed or the physical body that I'm questioning, I just get very much the reference to there's still a lot of unanswered questions. I get some of those questions don't need answers. It's just because. Okay. Would I be right in saying your brother would have a funny way of looking at things? Because I got the cheekiness that came through when he said just because. I do feel that it's about focusing on your life, honey, and moving forward in the direction that you want, knowing that they are very much around you to support you and love you in everything that you do. I want to say, look at where your thoughts go, your feelings go lately, because your brother just says, whatever you put your mind to, you can make it happen. So I do feel there is something there that you are manifesting at the moment. Stick in there, be patient. That energy will soon move. All right. So can I please leave you with that one, hun? Okay. And Tamara, if you can ask more of a question rather than just general guidance, honey, that would be good. But I do feel, honey, you need to put yourself first. That is Tamara. Sorry, I'll just put that up so you know who I'm talking about. Christy says, thanks for the reading, Leanne. I appreciate your time. Looks like I best get out of there and just and get most of life to find Mr. Right. Thank you. Love will come. And I quite often say that to people, love will come when you least expect it. All right. So just allow it to happen. Now, guys, I do apologize. I should have said this more often. Tonight, I've just thought about it and realized that most of the show has gone by and I've only said it once. If you are on my psychic page, Leanne Winston, Psychic Medium, I am actually live in the broadcast of My Time TV tonight because this goes across to the Binge Network. When it's more of a show like I did yesterday where I wanted to touch on a point and take a stand and make my feelings heard, so to speak, I would do it on my Leanne Winston Psychic Medium page and my general card readings, which I really don't know that I've done it for today. I must check that. I don't think I have. And when we go live for these general readings shows, I have guests come on with me. It is through mytimetv.live. So to be able to be seen in the broadcast, in the comments, you do need to be on mytimetv.live to join in as well. Okay. I know it's a little bit confusing at times, but there's reasons to why it runs that way, but we do cross post to other pages. Okay. TJ is just saying shared from Geelong. Hey, that is somewhere I'm hoping to get over to the expo this year. What's his name? It's Peter. I know his name's Peter. I can't think what the expo is called, but it's in Geelong a couple times a year. And TJ says, Leanne, what is in hi Leanne, what's in the future for me? And is there any messages from past loved one? Straight away, honey, I know it's not sort of so much a direct question, but I look at the growth, the opportunities that are being put in front of you this year. So I do feel that you need to be focusing on the opportunities and what is being placed in front of you rather than the past. So I hope that makes sense. All right. Oh, okay, Sandra's just saying Philip is on her mind and in my thoughts all the time, honey. He knows that. Okay. Lana, look at study. I haven't even read your post, but I just got look at study. Lana says, hi there. What's in store for me? Any messages? Honey, I want to say study. There's more study that you need to be focusing on. So I also want to say, look at where you're setting your goals. I actually want to put you on a snow trip. So whether you're planning a snow trip or Canada or something like that, I actually feel like I've got snow fairly soon around you as well. Okay, so wishing you all the very best. Cynthia, honey, if you can ask more of a direct question, that would be good, please. But with your energy, I just want to say you need to put yourself first, okay? I just get the reference to you're good at putting everybody else before yourself. When you put you first, things are just going to fall into place, okay? So you've got a big heart, honey. I just get make sure you put you first. All right. Okay, guys. Makeley, you're very welcome, honey. I'm sorry if I said that wrong again. I am hopeless with names sometimes. So it is my pleasure. Hey, Heather, hope you're well, honey. Beautiful. All right. So I'm just quickly popping through these. I know, guys, I haven't got to as many of you as I would have liked to. Cynthia says professional. Sorry, darling, I don't know if I'm just scrolling back to see if I've missed. Yeah, okay. Any guidance on your professional life, please? Okay. And I just feel like you've got boundaries or limits around you at the moment. So whether somebody is holding you back and you need to just push past that restrictions, those boundaries that are pulling you back, so to speak, because I feel like you need more in your life at the moment and you need to be challenging yourself. You're very bright is the reference I get, but I also you need to trust your gut instincts around work and your professional life as well with that. It's about setting boundaries, having those borders, know where to put your energy in, who to put your energy in, and what you put out there you need to get back at the same time, okay? I do feel like it is about pushing boundaries further this year and standing in that power, owning it. Now, I do feel you get a bit of jealousy around you at times as well. I want to say reflect that back at them. Don't take it on yourself because you don't need to carry that energy. All right. When we reflect it back at them, we don't take it on ourselves. We send it back to sender, so to speak, and giving them a dose of their own medicine side of it. So I want to say focus on what you do it well and do it with pride. Don't let other people impact you. Okay. Stand your ground. All right. So all the very best with that. Okay. So Jasmine just says, enjoy watching. Thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Deborah. Good morning, honey. Lana is just saying thank you as well. Honey, it's my pleasure. Thank you guys for joining in. I really do appreciate you all coming in as well. You're such a beautiful lady, and thank you very much and for your time. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Must be time to catch up with you for another hug, honey. It's been a while. So I know you're a very busy lady looking after mum and everyone as well. Okay. All right, guys. Cynthia is just saying thank you. Now, I know I'm just quickly going past some questions as well, guys. I kind of let Spirit join guide me to what questions to ask. So please don't be disheartened if you didn't get your questions asked today. There is always the next show. Now, I am usually on like clockwork on Tuesday mornings with Intuitive Tuesday with Roz and Leanne. I'm also on Tuesday nights at our time. I know some of you guys are all around the world. So Adelaide, South Australian time, Australian Standard daylight time at the moment. That must be coming to an end too soon. Sorry, Spirit's just reminding me of the time of the month that we're at. So Tuesday nights with the lovely Yvonne, here live on Wednesday nights by myself, unless I bring a special guest in. You may find me go live occasionally out of the blue, but I do a guidance card from the Universal Prophecy pack of cards from Julia McKenzie every day, and I will go live shortly once I check that I haven't done it today. I don't think I have. And so that's just a general reading for everybody, but I will pop up at other times as well. So all I can do is just say, please keep sharing, keep inviting. If you haven't already hit the like button on my page, jump over to leannewinstonspsychicmedium.com, because if you're here coming through as this beautiful person is, Shakati, sorry honey if I didn't say your name right, and welcome honey, because you're just saying you're new here as well. So sorry sweetheart, I have just winding up the show. Up in the top corner of your post, there are 3 little buttons. You can hit that and you can get the reminders of when I go live. So if I go live, whether it's for 3 or 4 or 5 minutes or it's for the hour, you can get those alerts to your page, your phone, wherever you're getting your information from of me being live as well. If you're here in the mytimetv.live, watching the live broadcast and you haven't already hit the like button, please do that as well, because there are so many different broadcasters and this channel is just going to keep building and building, and I've got this real deep feeling there's some really big stuff coming on this channel over the next 12 months. So it's certainly something to keep an eye on as well with that. Now, where you can find me, besides on my Facebook page that I had up there a little bit earlier, you can check out my website, leannewinstonspsychicmedium.com. I have a calendar in there that has all my up-and-coming events as well, but I'll just run through the next month or two for you with that. So in the way of reading for expos and stuff, you can certainly, through my calendar, you can make a booking for a reading with me, whether it's face-to-face, it's over the phone, it's email reading, or on the internet. I use a Zoom program, which I send you a link. You click on that and we meet in a meeting room that I can record the reading for you and send the link to that recording so you can watch back at any time. So you can do those. So please do ask that people don't inbox me wanting their questions answered for free, because I do try to keep that within these shows. I do offer 1 question reading. So if you do have a question that you really want to have answered, can't do a full reading for one reason or another, that is another option to look at as well. And I will email you those answers back. You just need to make sure you put the question in the comments area on my booking system when you book and pay for that reading, okay? So this weekend you will find me in Adelaide at the Flinders Street Market at 230 Flinders Street. As I said, Adelaide. Both days, Saturday and Sunday, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. I do have some pre-bookings already. There are still some free spots left, so if you want to make sure you don't miss out, certainly inbox me, ask about a reading, a booking, what times are available. Then, so that's Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Then next weekend, so I think that's the 16th and 17th off the top of my head. Next weekend, the 23rd, I am at the Adelaide Jail, the Old Adelaide Jail in Thebarton. Now, I'm really looking forward to this. I've been to the Old Adelaide Jail for some ghost tours at night and had a ball doing those. But this is the first time that I'm going to be actually sitting in a cell. I'm in cell number 25, reading for people. Now, from other readers that have done this event before, things happen. Different people have experienced different things, so that is going to be fun. So I love the physical side of mediumship, as well as the side that we can't see, the communication and stuff like that as well. So I'm really excited to be doing that next weekend, Saturday the 23rd. That is the Adelaide Old Jail in behind the new Royal Adelaide Hospital here down in Adelaide. That goes from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. on the Saturday. And then following that, my next thing after that, off the top of my head, is my 2-day workshop in April, the 6th and the 7th. As I spoke earlier in the broadcast, it is for the beginners to mid-level, and it is in mediumship and psychic. So we're going to look at both sides of it and look at strengthening, help you understand stuff as well. Heather says the jail would give her goosebumps. Love it, honey. So there is that workshop. The information is on my website with that. And then from there, I have my Mother's Day live show. So if you don't know what I mean by a live show, it's where I get on stage and I read for people in the audience like John Edwards style. With that, I think the cost to actually to get into the old jail is like about $4 or $5. You can buy tickets, pre-tickets online. Off the top of my head, readings are about $60 for 20 minutes with myself in that one sort of thing. It does get a little bit dearer when I'm traveling longer distances, but yeah. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Terry. I hope you're all well. Hey, Deborah. So there's, my Mother's Day show. So if you want a present for mum and a little bit different than normal, why not buy herself and yourself a ticket to come to my Murray Bridge live show that's been held at the lovely new Greyhound racetrack that's only a couple of months old in Murray Bridge, which is here in South Australia, about an hour from Adelaide. Those that purchase a Mother's Day ticket, which is 2 tickets, mum will get a present at the door. So a gift from ourselves and yourself as part of her ticket as well, just to celebrate mums. If it wasn't for mum, we wouldn't be here. So I'm really excited to be doing that. I do have some beautiful stall holders that are attending that event that will be selling some items, jewelry, clothing, chocolates, new age products and stuff like that. So certainly come along, check them out. The event page is there. I must put up the advertising for those stalls as well. And then from then, that's the 16th, the Murray Bridge show is the 16th of May. From then, my next show after that at this stage is the beautiful Demo Club in Broken Hill has invited me once again to come back and do a live show for them as well. But if you would like to join in on that, on Friday the 24th of May, the Demo Club sell the tickets. I think this year they have a booking system in place, so you can do it online or you can go in to the reception desk at the front of the Demo Club and buy your ticket there as well for the show. So I'm really looking forward to going back to them. And then we're getting into June, and I've got Port Pirie. I'm coming over to do the expo over there and the big expo here in Adelaide and different stuff. But I will fill you in on those when they get a bit closer. But as I said, all these dates are pretty much on my website at the moment. I'm pretty sure it's up to date, barring the Broken Hill one, because those details have just been confirmed. And I'm sure the live event page will go live in the next day or two with them as well, probably before the end of the week, because I know they have their media people working on posters at the moment, their graphic designers. All right. So, okay. So I'm going to leave you with that. I do want to leave you with a thought. Remember to take some time for yourself. Be with self, be within one, and just ground yourself and breathe and just enjoy life. Let go of the expectations, let go of all the drama, the pain, and everything else that's going on in life. Just remember, we are in Mercury retrograde, so things are really heightened and crazy at the moment. This energy will start to move very shortly. So take some time for yourself, love yourself, because everything starts within us. All right. Good night, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, because I know there are so many different people from different areas watching tonight. I appreciate your support, your love. Please hit the share button, and I will see you for the next show. Take care. Bye.